What's up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. This is Davo. The channel's name is Davo. I guess it's all about me, and that's one of the reasons why I will be talking about myself today. And don't just click away. Let me explain. Some mentors and some peers, if subscribers have asked me to share this information, so if it doesn't interest you, go ahead and move on. I do invite you to stay because to me this video is pretty important, that you understand me so that you'll subscribe and feel comfortable subscribing, because frankly, up until I made a YouTube channel, I probably, no, 100% never subscribed to anybody. I think most people out there don't subscribe unless it's like seriously important information for them. First of all, I will be talking about some real estate and some Italy stuff here in this video. I'd like to start off by saying today is my birthday. Yep, I'm 37 years old. Reflections happen when you become a year older. I'm one of those people that thinks that we can make our future better by thinking about the past a little bit and moving and making smart decisions moving forward. And so I was thinking about this channel, I was thinking about life, and I was realizing there are some things that have occurred on this channel that I have not been 100% like happy about. What I mean to say is that I don't think I've been like completely myself. Perhaps that's why I have like 80-90% of my viewers on my channel are non-subscribers. So this is me realizing a few things. Those of you who do know me know that I'm a bit of an introvert. I'm a gamer. I haven't done it for a long time because I've been focusing on ambitions. But I would much prefer to just relax on the couch and pull out a video game and hang out with some buddies than to go out and party or do anything crazy. So this YouTube channel, when I was starting to create it, there were two reasons behind it. One was that I was looking for a creative outlet to kind of express myself. Number two, I was looking to be able to communicate with some people in my own language about something that I'm passionate about. Well, when you're starting a YouTube channel, you kind of you look around the examples, and there was like a sense of urgency that I was following when I started my channel, because I wanted to prove to myself that I could do a great job, and I didn't want it to be like 20 years down the road. I was pushing and pushing and pushing, and I think at the same time, I was watching YouTube channels that show a lot of drama, a lot of like hype and excitement, and I felt like I needed to step it up, and I believe that we can improve ourselves, so it's okay to step it up a notch regarding the whole animated version of myself. But I've always believed that I'm not a good actor. I always believe that the acting is not my thing, and frankly it's come to my conclusion that is probably true, especially because sometimes I've looked at past videos and felt a little bit like salesman-y. Being my birthday today, my birthday resolution, not New Year, but birthday resolution, is to be more myself and let you guys see the real me more often. As boring as it might be, sometimes you'll see me clear. I hope you subscribe. I hope that if you have subscribed, this video doesn't like make you unsubscribe, because I'm being honest. Go ahead and do whatever makes you happy. The second reason I started this YouTube is kind of the most fundamental part, because I've been teaching English, and I think that's kind of a go-to thing when people move abroad. They go to what they like comes naturally, and when there's not a big when there are people not speaking English around you, you think I can teach English to these people. And I avoided it, and I actually did. I worked for an architect. I actually moved to Canada trying to start help a business kind of take off again, and that didn't work out well because of the economy. But I came back and immediately after started teaching English. Not my favorite, but it paid the bills, or helped pay the bills. My wife and I both worked, and that's the way it was working. Well, because of my lack of interest in teaching English, though I probably am a pretty good teacher, but as far as me enjoying it and just waking up and feeling excited about it, that's not me. I'm one of those people that fully believes that if you're not happy with something, you should change it, and you should find the thing that you enjoy and you should do it. For example, if you're unhappy where you live, you should move to the house next door if you really think it's going to be better. That's an exaggeration, obviously, but I'm that type of person that thinks that we have control of our own future. Recently, because of some mentors, and I'm going to talk about a few mentors that I have in this, my chosen mentors. I mean, they're not one-on-one mentors, because I think mentors can kind of help you understand where my mind is, especially because a lot of you probably have the same mentor. A recent mentor of mine has kind of pointed out that I also have created my current situation. I always thought I had the control of my future, but my current situation, I hadn't really thought about it this way. I created my current situation. And I know there will be many people that disagree with this philosophy, but this is 100% what I believe is best. You know it now. Now, reflecting and understanding that I created my situation, I'm living in Italy and I love it. Well, some things are a little rough, but being here, I found ways to take my passions and apply them to where I am and to make life better. And that's why I'm motivated to speak about real estate. And that's why I'm motivated to help others explore the world of real estate in Italy, because that's my current status, and I'm trying to make improvements to it. I guess I don't know if I've been portraying the real me, because starting a YouTube channel is a little bit nerve-wracking at times, especially for an introvert, because I've always told myself I'm not a good actor. I don't want to be an actor. And seeing YouTube, I always thought, well, they're all actors in the end, right? They're always trying to hype a bit in order to gain attention. And recently I've noticed some YouTube channels that were all doing well that were frankly just informational without a lot of excitement. And I think there are a lot of you out there that can appreciate that kind of thing. I guess this is my birthday commitment. It's not New Year's, but it's my kind of resolution to be more myself and to portray myself better on my channel. And that's is for me, and not to feel fake. And I hope that speaks to you as well. And if you don't like it, you're welcome to move on. This is me being sincere. Before coming here, I'd worked in land development, and then I worked in financial coaching. And then I worked in, I started like a vacation rental business. I started a music foundation, and things actually, a few of those actually went very well, but I was not that prodigy of success, millionaire story. And I was just doing my thing, trying to do my best, trying to be the best me, right? There are a lot of lessons learned. I, at some point, met a girl, fell in love, and as cliche as it sounds, brought me to Italy. This whole love thing. So I'm sorry. Anyway, this is true. We're still in love. Okay, this is getting really cheesy. When I came over, we knew that we wanted to start a family, and we have 3 beautiful kids. We have 3 total kids as well, so there's no joke lying hidden in there. The reason I'm here is because she loves it here. It's got family here, so that's why we remained. That's why I came here. I was transitioning jobs at the moment. She was happy with hers, so why not try something new? As an introvert, it's weird. I have this weird mix of being an introvert and being super excited to change. And I don't know, maybe some of you are like that. We didn't know how big the family would be, but we knew that 1 bedroom wasn't sufficient for us, for husband, wife, and even 1 child. So we knew that we were gonna need to upgrade immediately. We get things moving fast here in this family. Having that passion in real estate, I wanted to buy something, and we had this little nest egg that we thought we were going to use as a down payment. That's the traditional thing to do, and to go get a mortgage and all that kind of stuff. Well, I didn't have a job. She was the only one working, and we wanted to be close enough to her job. Well, it would have been pretty expensive for us to be near the outside of Milan, doing that whole follow that real estate agent path, right? We wanted nice things. We wanted to pay a lot for it. We wanted to go into debt for the next 30 years. But I'd already been through that. I had bought a 30-year mortgage property, and I owned it still, and it was a rental at the time. And I didn't want to do that again. I wanted to buy something that I could renovate over time and add value to, and that was what felt right to me. These are things in my mind, but I didn't know what to do here. Italy was foreign to me. One day my wife comes home and she was given this link to a website that happens to be the court auction the auction website that I use the most still to today. And that day changed our lives a lot. And so I started searching around real estate and touring the houses, and I really liked how it was set up, and I had never seen prices like that. One day I discovered a property on the auction website that had no picture, and I went into it, and maybe you guys know the story if you follow me at all. I decided to go check it out because I had an appointment in the same city, and it turns out, well, that was this community that I'm living in right now. Literally this office that I'm sitting in at this point is built above the garage in this community that I first visited. I saw a lot of properties first, but this one was the one that kind of spoke to us. His nest egg was going to not just be a deposit, but it was going to be like 90% of a house. I was frankly shocked, and we bought it. We paid cash, and I'm someone who was inspired by the FIRE movement. Now, FIRE means financially independent, retiring early, and to me, it's less about the retiring early and more about the financial independence. Experiencing debt, experiencing job loss and loss of property and all that kind of stuff. I'd been through that. My wife hadn't, but I had. And so the idea that now I could buy and with cash, no mortgage, no rent payments, and just own a property and be in that property without fear that someone's going to knock on the door and take that property away was, holy grail of financial independence. That was my first real taste, and I didn't want to ever let that go. Well, I also came to realize that now that I wasn't paying rent, we were saving more every month. And I decided to really chase that thing and buy more property. Now, I'm not a millionaire and I'm not financially independent like I mentioned, but I'm on the path, and that's what I'm trying to share. That's why I want to be creative. I want to share this experience because it's been like a life-changing perspective for me. Perspectives often change due to these kinds of experiences, or like a new mentor that has experienced that kind of a thing. It's been a really nice thing for us and a big learning experience. We've had ups and downs. At some point along the path, I got inspired by people like Jay on Budgets Are Sexy. I don't follow him religiously, but I have his emails arrive to my inbox and I read them every now and again. Pat Flynn on Smart Passive Income podcast. I like the idea of online business because, frankly, being an introvert, it's really appealing. You're at the computer or whatever. And speaking to a camera is a lot easier than speaking to a large group of people. So I was first probably inspired by Robert Kiyosaki about real estate, and that's why I was always doing things when I was younger. The Rich Dad, Poor Dad story, cash flow quadrants made me passionate about how taxes work and trying to understand finances a lot better. And that's why I worked in personal finance as well. I've always been involved, whether heavy or not, in real estate and personal finance, retirement ideas, and tax planning. And this is my creative expression on being able to share it with you. I again invite you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so. And this channel, I mean, it's an open book right now. I've talked about €1 homes. I've been talking about cheap real estate in Italy. My big focus is the auctions because that's where my expertise comes in. Now, I'm not the biggest expert in the world. There's a ton of Italians that do a lot more business than I do. This is my platform, so I'm sharing what I know. I invite you to comment on the videos and to share your expertise because, like I said, I have some mentors in my life, and whether they know it or not, they are people that I look forward to listening to. There's another one named Sam Ovens that I paid for an online course, and it was for consulting. And I have started a consulting business on the side, though I think that at this point, this YouTube channel and that consulting business are completely separate. The consulting happens as people contact me on their own, but this YouTube channel, I basically give you 100%. I'd give you 110% of my knowledge if it was even possible. But every single thing that I know, I've shared. This is me being transparent because frankly, these people that I just talked to you about, they are transparent on their sites, their blogs, and that's what's inspired me. If you're like the type of person that loves the FIRE movement, if you love Robert Kiyosaki's the theory that he shares about how important it is to understand our own money because we weren't taught that in school, I'm a big fan, and I'll be sharing stuff like that over time. I'll be talking about retirement a lot. I have this whole kind of empire in my mind that I've always wanted to build that is related to retirement. And so I've always kind of like tiptoed around this thing, but it's coming. Anyway, thanks a lot, you guys. I'll see you in the next videos.